Yo, 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 it's your main man, King Castro X, coming at y'all live and direct with the Comic Cons podcast. We in the building, issue number
17?
18.
Fuck.
Issue 18.
God, we just talked about it, literally.
Sitting to my right, my brother in arms, one half of the Deadly Duo, one half of the Comic Cons podcast. My man, my brother. Go ahead and introduce yourself, God.
Yeah, what is up, everyone? It is Young Master Juwlz. I am excited to be here, man. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
True indeed, true indeed. And where are we currently, man?
We are at Impulse Creations, where you can get 30% off all pre-orders and subscriptions.
That is all. Pre-orders and subscriptions, kids. 30% off. Yo, 30% off all pre-orders. And there's a kid outside, guys. I'm not even going to kayfabe you. But yeah, man, we're here back at the comic shop. As you guys see, things have been getting busy in my own personal comic studio, podcast studio back at home with the Skype pods and things. I've been trying to keep content moving. So me and Jules haven't got to make it here as much. That's not the main reason. Last week, wedding, my best friend got married, Big Fred. Shout out to the Black John Travolta himself. Congratulations, man. And then so we finally were back again. There's just been events, guys. Impulse has been busy, we've been busy, but hopefully coming soon we will be here more frequently. I miss it. What about you?
Yeah, I miss it. I mean, it gives me something to look forward to. I don't want to say that like my life sucks, but this literally gives me a time to just relax and think about other things that are not bills and children.
I completely agree, brother. I honestly look forward to this every week, coming to the comic shop. I could do a million Skype podcasts and it never compares to sitting here with you surrounded by things that I love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing with the Skype podcast, guys, that like just sucks is that, Jules is he's a father and things, so he has responsibilities, has to be in bed at a certain time. I work overnight, so it's nothing for me to be like, hey, let's get a pod episode in. And shout out to all our great guests, man. I got some really cool episodes coming up for us. Just dropped an episode actually yesterday, which this will be out way after that episode dropped. Guys, if you don't know, we're backlogging right now about 4 episodes, so this episode will be
how gangster are we?
We've been grinding. So I just did an episode with some of the Instagram toy guys I've been telling you about, a lot of the toy photographers and stuff. Ryder JP, Toy Mercs, Japan TMNT collector, and anime figure statue collector. Just got to sit down with those guys and talk about toy photography and collecting. And then the other day, I got to sit down with Ryan the Collector Kid out in Australia, man. And that was a wild podcast. Probably my favorite episode so far, outside of the Comic Cons normal, comic reviews and things like that. Got to sit down with him and talk about, he collects a lot of cool like retro toys and things, man, and he's very knowledgeable when it comes to like old toys. He's a toy historian, I feel, also in a really heavy metal band, so shout out to him. But real cool dude, you know what I'm saying? It was awesome talking to him. And then I also got to do an episode with Classic Wolf Rob, man. I got to sit down with him and talk about, collecting and things like that. He's also a big toy collector. He's also a big comic book collector, and he also does comic book art. Mm-hmm. So we got to talk about all of that. And then I've been with him rocking on our Instagram, doing Talking Toys with the boys. Been a lot of toy action going on in my life. What about you, Jules? What you been up to?
So less toys.
Less toys.
Less toys for sure.
I wanted to make a rhyme and it would have been horrible. Less toys.
No, guys. More boys.
Yes, exactly what I was going to do. But it's horrible. It's horrible. You see how excited I got? Less toys, more boys.
Yeah.
It sounds horrible, kids. It's not what we're about.
Depending
here.
on who you are.
If you're into that, like, feel free. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I just feel like my life is really simple in the sense of just preparing for this day. You cool?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, that water hit me different.
Man, I thought you were having the big one, like Red Fox. the Red Fox.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's good, man. But yeah, just normal father shit. Like I took my son to the zoo this morning.
That's awesome, though.
Thank you.
I'm glad you got to do that.
Yeah, I just thank you. We just talked about this new opportunity for me to do like mini, quote unquote, commercials for my job,
which is awesome too.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think that I can, with the audience that we have, take off because people find me funny regardless.
You are a funny character.
Either if I'm funny, haha, or funny
looking.
Duh, yeah. Yeah. So
I want to say, I think that's so cool, guys. I
Thank
want to
you.
elaborate on that a little bit. So now Juwlz is potentially taking over social media and drawing in new customers for his job.
Yeah.
And he's going to utilize the podcast platform as well as skits and things like that, which I hope you hit my line for some skits at times. I could play a mean stoner. I don't smoke, but I could definitely play the role. Everybody thinks I'm high anyway, 24/7. So congratulations on
With
that.
the things, thank you. With the things he forgets, I would not.
See, I don't even got to act, bro. It's real. I just don't smoke anymore.
He'd be like, lines, you're in.
Yeah, too easy, too easy. Yeah, that's cool, man. And then the zoo is always incredible. My favorite place at the zoo here in Tulsa, at least, is the rainforest area, and then the apes, of course. But like something about when you go into the rainforest area, did you get to go in there?
No, so we had to rush because we had to come here.
Record, yeah.
So we just hit the main things that we wanted to see. Of course, we took our time at the beginning, but like we skipped the rainforest, we skipped the lions, and then we went to the Lost Kingdom, saw the giraffes, elephants, and then there was some tigers. So that was really neat.
That's awesome.
But yeah, but of course we saw the small insects. Of course we saw the apes.
Yes, bro. How are the apes doing?
They were cool. They were outside, which was really neat. I've never
dope.
seen them outside.
Were they?
No, there wasn't on that. I think it was
Lame ape. Lame ape.
right. I had to do it for him to show him I was superior.
Right. That you're the. Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't, guys, but it was funny.
I would have talked to them. I would have
Yeah.
been out there. Caesar, strong.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Just act.
They
like
just look at you.
ape. Did the hand motion. Apes together. Strong.
And then we
What
saw
would
some eagles, and they were big as
That's
hell.
dope. That's cool.
They're like a small dog.
I love the zoo, man. It's beautiful. It's a
It
beautiful
really
place.
is. It made me almost want to get back with my baby mama.
I'm about to try to go with my wife tomorrow, I guess, now that you just said something.
Come on, man. That's funny.
What would you do if I did lead like a ape revolution? Like, would you still be my brother?
I would think that'd be the dumbest thing possible because, like, you saw how it worked out for James Franco.
But, like, what if they thought I was Caesar? What if they, for some reason, thought I was ape?
It would still suck because we have bombs and guns and
We would steal them. I would conquer your planet of the humans. It would now be planet of the Castro and apes. I'd save you, though, and my wife and your kid. And
I
my
appreciate
kids.
it.
It's I got you, bro. And we'd get all the comics. Anyway, kids, so that's dope. I'm glad you went to the zoo. You're
Thank
doing
you,
social
thank you.
media and things now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. On my end, kids.
Oh, Toast the Comic Book Swap.
June 18th.
June 18th. Yeah, a little over a month away. So prepare
Coming up
yourself
quick.
for that. Yeah, we will have ourselves there. We'll have some comic books that we may be giving away. We will be signing some comic books and potentially have pictures of ourselves, not
Sure
flyers.
indeed, kids.
Pictures of ourselves, and we can sign them for you guys if you'd like.
We definitely will be doing autographs. Now, fun story on as to what inspired that. Shout out to Caleb, right? Shout out to Caleb, man. Big love to you, bro. Literally the first ever fan, audience member, listener, fellow con, brother to the show, to ever ask us for an autograph, man. It really hit us in our feels, and we love you for it, man. You're absolutely incredible. He recently DM'd us, guys, asking about us being at the Tulsa comic book swap and things, and you know what I'm saying? He asked if we'd be doing friggin' autographs, and me and Juwlz didn't think of anything like that. Like, for autographs?
Yeah, I was
He
all
asked-
for it.
Yeah, he asked me, we're like, fuck yeah, we're doing autographs. What do you want us to sign? And Jules brought up the idea of like, maybe he wants to sign us some books, some comic books. And I'm like, Jules, fuck no. There's no way he wants us to sign some books. Next thing you know, I ate my words. He was like, I got a Batman Joker Deadly Duo book I've been with your guys' name on it, or needs your name on it, basically. And I was like, and that's so cool, like on a sentimental level, because like literally Jules references me and him all the time as Batman and Joker Deadly Duo. So it's like, how perfect is that? Caleb, thank you for making that and helping us make what's coming a moment, man. So it inspired us to be like, we're gonna have some flyers or pictures or something of us for us to sign for you guys. As he said, we will be doing the raffle for some free comics donated from Comic Book Tom, Comic Tom, you know what I'm saying, as well as Joel said we might have some comics we're just going to be trying to get rid of.
Yeah. I need to get rid of some comics.
It's too hard for me to dig through my collection and want to get rid of some stuff, but I'll definitely take a look, kids, and see. I might sell a figure or two. I don't know, guys. No promises on my end as to selling any of my prized collection. But
we're gonna get well known, and there will never be a giveaway from Castro at all.
Hell no. I'm like,
they're gonna be like, here you go. He could be like
yeah.
Castro, let it go, man. He's like, I can't do that.
Every issue, every toy, like that's. I was talking to Rob the other day. You're good. We're just talking, right?
Yeah.
All right. I know we got content to get into, kids. Luckily, I didn't read as many as I wanted to. But it's cool. We still got the normal 3.
I'm looking forward to that. I saw it, and I don't know if they're going. It was good.
I got some business.
Hell yeah! Do you know if they're going into 1,000 or 1?
So it's actually issue 135.
I just see 900. Sorry,
Legacy issue 100, which I actually don't know what that means. I wish Noah was still here. I'd ask him.
Okay. My bad. I didn't see that. My bad.
Shout out to Noah, the front desk guy. We actually got the other front desk guy. Shout out to him. He's also awesome. Anyway, what was I saying?
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I
totally was saying something.
Rob, comic book Rob. No.
Comic Tom. We'll be doing that. He so stole it. He took it from me.
Not giving away figures.
Yeah, I'm totally not giving. Oh, I was having a conversation with a classic Wolf Rob. Comic Tom is who you were referencing. I was having a conversation with him the other night, late on the phone, while I was at work doing my, tough, gritty security job where I sit around and read comic books all night.
For sure.
Thank you. Yeah. No, why'd you do that?
Damn. Okay, keep going because I want to be like.
Okay, I'll be fast.
Yeah. Do you think?
So I was, talking to classic Wolf Rob, Juwlz.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything.
And man, he asked me like, could I ever give away like my figs and stuff? He was like, my comics too. He's like $50,000 right now, and I was like, you know what? For 50,000, wow, I could re-up on all the stuff I got, bro. Take them, have them. But it is tough. Like for a rack to 2 racks, like I'm probably gonna just hold on to what I have, what I've collected. Yeah, rack of 2 racks ain't enough. 3 racks, you know what I'm saying? We talking. I might give you a little something. 5 racks, I might talk to you. But 50,000 racks. Hey, bro.
Damn.
Here's everything. Here's the whole collection.
I'm throwing a pair of my underwear just because.
Man, I'm saying I don't think I have anything in my collection that's even. I know I don't have anything in my collection worth that much. I think my collection currently runs for about $1,000 to $2,000. I'm not stacking on that. Got like 550 comics and a nice little lot of figures, but soon. But I don't collect for value anyway, Jules. I collect for sentimental value, and that's why it's so hard to let go of every one of my preciouses. Do you understand? So
you crack me up, my preciouses.
I'm excited though, man, for the comics. So you're going to be giving away some books potentially?
Yeah.
You have some books you wanted to get rid of anyway.
Yeah, and nobody's going to buy them.
So you're just going to give them?
Yeah. I mean,
sell them for $1.
Okay.
$1 comics. I might.
Yeah, $1 comics.
I was going to say I might add to your $1 comic box, but I'm like adding to. I do have some dupes.
Yeah, well, because it's some comics that I'm like almost 10 issues behind, and I'm like, I'll just get the graphic novel.
Right.
So might as well just give them away.
Or sell them for $1. Because they're your prized comics. But
this is why I love this man, but we don't think the same. I'm like, yeah, just give them away, man. But you can get money for them.
They're beautiful, magical books. Like I said, I think I have some duplicates I'm gonna add to your thing too, man. And you know what? I might give them away as well. I don't know. I have some posters I could sell too. I have 2 cool posters.
Yeah, get rid of that Spawn one, Batman beating up Spawn.
Nah, I can't do that. That'd be horrible. That's a collector for me right there. But I do have some cool. I got a Batman poster I might get rid of, kids. This will be out, I think, around the time we go. So like, it's gonna be mad late that we're hyping it up now. But I might drop this early, Jules. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk after this because I feel like comment. All right, go ahead.
Well, with this, I think you're like 100% correct. Like, because we're reviewing things that are current, like it needs to be dropped current. Other stuff has to be pushed.
Okay, yeah. Then we don't need to talk after this.
Yeah, so
we're on the same page.
I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do that, and make it make sense, catalog wise.
Or just double whammy them. Give them 2.
But they're my precious.
Double meats.
I might give him shout out to Unloading Meat, man. Big meat.
Oh yeah, he's wanting to be on, so we got to get him on.
We'll have to get him set up. And you said you had another guy you wanted to come as well.
Yeah, Derek.
Anyway, guys, enough of the side talk. We got some nasty stuff to discuss.
Let's get into this.
True indeed, true indeed. First book of the day, kids, and then after this, we got a movie I want to talk about and a video game I want to talk about with Juwlz.
For sure.
This is a reoccurring video game that I always talk about, guys. It's Gotham friggin' Knights, but Juwlz finally got it. So
fucking Knights.
Super Gotham fucking Knights. Yeah, that was wild. You just inspired that. That was really weird.
Thanks,
I hope nobody's watching me.
That's all right.
All right, kids. Issue. Our first book of the day. I have recently read Batman issue 135, and it was a really incredible book. It's actually a book ending the arc that they've been in, and that's the arc of Batman jumping through the multiverse,
right?
Or Batman in a multiverse where the Batman doesn't exist, but there is a Joker type guy in that world. There's an Alfred, there's a Selena Kyle, and things like that.
So, I'm sorry.
You got it.
So when you say there's a Joker-like person, is he committing crimes like Joker, or
No.
is there a man looks like him?
So he's a rich dude who is literally the Joker, but he goes by a different name. He
Okay.
He goes by Red Mask.
Oh.
Rich Red Hood.
Yeah.
And his whole purpose, his whole thing is he's got a taste somehow because he's a scientist. He's studying this multiversal energy or whatever. And with that, he got a glimpse into the Joker from an alternate reality's mind. And now he's obsessed with it. He's like, I want to be this guy. But he is that guy. He just doesn't understand that he's that guy. He's not
psychologically messed up like the Joker.
He hasn't hit that breaking point. And so Red Mask's whole thing with this multiversal energy is he wants to go back to the time and to the place that the Joker snapped, which was when Batman caught him in the what's it called?
The Ace Chemicals?
Ace Chemicals.
Look
and
at
he
me,
fell into
man.
look at you.
I know shit.
He fell into the friggin' chemicals, man. You know what I'm saying? So he finally gets to a point in this issue where he gets to do that, but it still doesn't break him. And he's like, no, I have to go again. We have to try again. Punchline, who just goes by her regular name in it. I don't remember what it is.
Alexis Kyle.
Yeah.
Alexis K.
Alexis K is like, yo, you don't have to do this to earn my love. He's like, it's not for your love, type stuff, which sounds like, who's that sound like? Sounds like Joker. That sounds like Mr.
For your love.
I have to, yeah. So anyway, he does that. Anyway, Batman finally gets his hands on him. Well, actually, what happens is he finally catches up to him. He has that talk with him. He's like, "Dude, you are Joker, just like every single Joker. You're crazy, and you must be stopped. And I can't let you, I can't allow you to do what you're gonna do here. People will die." And so he's trying to save him or whatever. And he's like, "No, ha ha ha." Drops some stuff and like goes into an alternate reality. So he starts jumping different realities. Batman put a tracker on him. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
He's Batman. But it's a tracker that allows him to jump with him. When he jumps, they jump together. You get a really cool heart-to-heart with Alfred, too. I'm kind of rushing through this, guys. Like I said, I did not bring my notes. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to those kids. I wish they'd follow the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, children. Anyway, so Batman is chasing this Red Mask through universe after universe after universe. And with this, the universes he's jumping in are different realities where Joker doesn't exist, or the Joker, like he doesn't exist in the sense that he's been defeated, or he just doesn't exist at all, or that world's Joker isn't crazy enough yet. And every time he jumps to that world, he makes him way more maniacal, way more psycho, way more bloodthirsty. So with that, what you get to see is a really cool journey of Batman meeting other Batman. So with that, I wrote it down in my notes, but I know you get to see my favorite Batman of all freaking time, Dark Knight Returns Batman. You get to see them have a little dialogue. You get to see, and dude, in that moment, Batman recognizes like that Batman's Joker's not around. He's like, "Did you kill him?" And he's like, "No, I tried. I had his hand. You've seen the movie. I don't know if you've read the book yet.
Mm-mm.
I haven't. I got been supposed to lend it to you. I'm waiting on my preacher. Why don't you
bad.
read that? But he's like, no, I had his hand. I had his neck in my hands, and he snapped it for me. He took that away, and he did the whole thing while smiling, and it was just dark. I was like, oh, bro, did it,
Right.
Dark Knight.
But that's such a like fuck you to Batman.
It is.
Because I'm not going to give you that pleasure of regretting killing me.
Doesn't he spit on the bat as well before it happens, or does the bat spit on him after?
No, I think Joker spits on him.
I don't remember. Either way, it was
like some
book.
soft core.
Read The Dark Knight. Read The Dark Knight Returns, kids. Please go read that. It's my favorite freaking Batman of all time. Frank Miller is amazing. Check it out if you haven't. You're like 30 years late, 20 years. I don't know how long that book's been out forever. Juwlz. But
Oh yeah. It is a long time, guys.
so you see Dark Knight Returns Batman, you see Christian Bale Batman, you see the Arkham Batman, bro.
Okay.
You see Batman 66. You just get to see a lot of Batman, and it's really cool, man, to just see him jump through.
Yeah.
And like, but with that too, he also learns things about himself and about his universe. So as he's talking to these Batmans, he learns that each of them have this feeling, especially the Batmans where a Joker's absent or, been dealt with. He's like, they feel free. You know what I mean? And now that, you know what I'm saying, Red Mask has jumped into their universe and created another Joker, they once again feel trapped. And they're like, he felt bad for him. He's like, they finally got what they wanted, you know what I mean, which was that freedom of the Joker. But with it, they've all become depressed and this and that. And now that Joker's back, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's learning things about him, and it's a really good read. So he finally makes it to the end of the multiverse. He beats the crap out of Red Mask, and in that moment he defeats Red Mask. He only has one little time jump thing, one little multiversal jump device or whatever that can take one person. And he's like, well, I can't send him by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll do more evil. But I can't just leave him here. He'll die. And so he's stuck with that, that mindset of, well, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do this. I can't let it. So for the first time ever, Batman says, I don't know what to do. I usually have a plan. I don't have a plan anymore. And so he sits there, head in hands, and he's kind of defeated for a second, trying to figure out what to do. Next thing you know, big bright light from behind him appears. And who shows up? Dun, 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 the boy wonder, Tim Drake, actually, has been time jumping, trying to find his Batman and bring him back home because he loves him and cares. And so they have a cool little moment where they hug, and he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you him? And he's like, yes, I am the Batman, or whatever. And like they hug or whatever, and he takes him home. And that's the end of that storyline. So I'm ready to see what's going to come this upcoming issue. I also want to plug up just really quick. Like I said, him and Alfred had a moment. So in our Batman's universe, Alfred's dead. You know what I'm saying? So in that universe, Alfred's alive, but Bruce is dead. You know what I'm saying? And on his way out, on his way leaving, he tells that Alfred, like, come with me. You know what I'm saying? You're absent, because Alfred's trying to tell him, like, you can't do this alone, as Alfred does. He's like, come with me. And he's like, you know what? I can't. I have a wife here to protect, and my city needs a hero. My city needs someone. You know who that sounds like? That sounds like the Bat. I'm like, what is happening in this issue? It was a really good issue. Oh, so
what if Alfred is Batman and Bruce just died? You know, it'd be dope. Hear me out. If they made a multiverse, thank you, man.
That's really cool.
Check it out. If they made a multiverse where Alfred is Batman and Bruce is Robin,
that'd be wild.
That'd be gangster.
Damian would be the Robin I'd want to be.
Yeah.
And Bruce is his son. We need to write this book.
I know. I agree.
I think it'd be cool.
Man.
I wanted to tell you something. I forgot now.
I'm sorry.
That
was just the coolest thought I ever had in my head.
It was pretty good. Anyway, guys, issue 135, Dawn of DC Batman. I'm super excited to see what's coming up next. He still hasn't dealt with Failsafe, who's conquered Gotham, which is who set this whole multiversal stuff up anyway, got Batman sent to another world when Batman was running from him from space, whatever. Read the other issues, kids. Really good read. Ready to see how he deals with Failsafe, because Failsafe currently has conquered Gotham. And the Justice League and the Titans and everybody the Bat family are just getting destroyed trying to fix things, and it has not happened, and they need the Knight, the Bat. So coming soon, kids. Jules, what do you think? What do you got, man?
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a phenomenal read. I'm really glad that you picked it up.
You're gonna love it. I'll show you a panel.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna love this panel. This panel's gonna make you so happy. So at the very, very end of the book. So as you see, kids, here I'll show you pictures. Batman Beyond, guys. So like he's just jumping through the universe, meeting all these different Batman. So like there's animated series Batman.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so dope, bro. There's Arkham Batman, Batman Beyond. Come on. So fire.
It reminds me of the this new Titans or it's not new, but it's the OG Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. They was in their they jumped into each other's multiverse, and they
really quick. There he is. The Dark Knight returns, Batman in all his glory. Like, look how cool that is. Those two standing there, having the mud fight like he did in the. Do you know what I'm talking about when he fought the mutant?
No, I do not.
That's
actually.
all right. You don't have to know. I know for you. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, in that new little movie or whatever, every single Teen Titans came out. So like the old Teen Titans, there was like a pixel Teen Titans. So that's what it reminded me of.
Really quick, this panel, this panel, real fast. Let me read this to you. Sorry, I can't talk, guys. So what happens is at the edge of the multiverse, there is no Joker and there is no people or anything. And so what Red Mask does is he creates his own little hint of Gotham and creates Jokers for that Gotham. And what he does is he creates the Joker Sharks, which is kind of lame. But it creates a funny moment, kids. If you look back, all the way back in the Batman 66 film, what exists is a shark trying to get Batman and Robin. And what he uses to get rid of them is shark repellent. Batman shark repellent, right? Corny as can be. But in this journey, shark repellent it's never been canon in the comic books until this moment. So what happens is Batman in this storyline also runs into Batman 66, Adam West Batman, like I said, who has the shark repellent. In that little section, Batman is currently missing his utility belt. It was taken from him. So what happens is Adam West Batman's like, what's a Batman without his utility belt, right? And he gives him his utility belt. So now this Batman, as he's about to fight these sharks, checks that utility belt and he pulls out the shark repellent. The thing he says is, finally, another Batman that's more prepared than me. And I was like, oh my God, how poetic. And then I just wanted to show you this last friggin' panel really quick. Of all the Batman, you know what I'm saying? They have that. I forgot what this outfit's called. It's the
that's
Zord.
Yeah,
some whatever.
Zod.
Nah, not Zod, but yes, you got
Zor-El.
It's not Zor-El. Zor-El's Superman's dad.
Oh,
but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's like weird where this Batman helps like conquer Batman's mind.
Yeah, I used that costume on Arkham.
Do you?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Anyway, man, that's Batman issue 135. Amazing issue, guys. Chip Zdarsky killed this. Go read it. Jules, I'm waiting for you to sub to some Batman because Chip Zdarsky is killing it over here.
Damn.
Go ahead, brother. Do your thing. Talk comics.
Yeah. So I don't have the comics here because it was back issue, and I didn't know I needed to read them, so I read it on all. Read All Comics, and then a little bit of YouTube.
Read All Comics needs to sponsor us.
They do. But the issues that I've caught up on were the White Knight series and then Batman Beyond White Knight.
Nice.
So I think it is Batman Beyond White Knight. So like
it's Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
White Knight.
Yeah. But in this,
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. In this, think of it don't matter. I saw this comment on YouTube and they were like, "Oh, this is like a blank but with Batman." But anyway,
Okay.
like Injustice or whatever. But anyway, this is a story of Batman and Joker, and what is going on is Batman and Barbara are chasing the Joker through Gotham, and Batman has no regard for human life. He is driving the Batmobile over apartments. He's knocking over construction workers just to get to the Joker.
Like no regards for anything else?
No, just to get to the Joker. Wow. And Nightwing pulls up. He's saving people that Batman's damn near running over.
Wow.
And Barbara hops out and was like, he's not listening. I can't, tell him to.
So he's lost.
Yeah,
he's in that.
Yeah, he's just
Crazy.
In this mode to get the Joker. And
he's gonna kill him in that. He probably doesn't, but like he's in that mode. It sounds like.
But yeah, man. I mean, this is a phenomenal storyline, and I didn't think I would like it as much as I did until, it was all said and done.
Right.
But he ends up finding the Joker, and the Joker's like, "There's these pills that, if I take them, I'll be normal, and I'll show Gotham that I can be better than you." And Batman's just beating his ass like, "Shut up, you'll never be better than me, blah blah blah." And the Gotham PD is just letting it happen. So Joker's like, "No, I will be better than you." So he grabs just a handful of pills and throws them down Joker's mouth and makes him ingest these pills. And then
what?
Yeah, a couple days later, Joker
Batman's pushing addiction.
Right.
That's crazy.
The next day the news comes on, and the video of Batman beating the shit out of Joker, making him eat these mystery pills, it's all on the news. And people are upset with Batman. Like, he needs to be held accountable. If not Batman, then GCPD. And then come to find out, the Joker turns normal. He turns into Jack Napier. And if y'all don't know, Jack Napier is the Joker before he turns Joker.
Quote unquote. So there's two sides of this, right? So one argument is that the Joker's identity doesn't exist. Nobody knows who he is. But then the other side, where me and Juwlz stand, that's Jack Napier, and we all know it. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yes, he gets better and gets out of the hospital, and then he goes to the GCPD and tells them that I'm pressing charges. Like, you guys sat there and let this man brutally beat me and force, medicine down my mouth or my throat. And they're like, "Well, you were doing all this." He said, "You guys never charged me with anything. Right. The only thing I technically did was steal a motorcycle." Batman has several violations, assault and battery, all like naming list. And they're like, this makes like, yeah, he really did. Facts. Yeah, he really did do this. And so now the Joker is making sense, and he is running for council, or wants to run for council. And how he is doing this is, of course, trying to sue the GCPD. So there's a manhunt for Batman now. But Batman's like, "Are we really letting this Joker tell us what's best for Gotham?"
Right.
And he is starting to make sense with this vigilante rule. And he is telling these people, like, Batman, like, look at all these things that he's done. Mm-hmm. And Batman actually, in this universe, kept away from the higher cities and only fought crime in the lower cities to boost the insurance money so the rich people can stay rich, or some shit like that. And what was neat is Azrael actually comes back to Gotham, or comes to Gotham.
Dope.
Why is Azrael there? Oh, it gets juicy. So the reason Azrael is there is because he is now a part, or he's not now, he is a part of the this religious cult, right?
Okay.
And Batman is trying to figure out why Azrael's there, and also dealing with the Joker. And sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I have notes, but I'm trying to figure out how to word this to make it as juicy as possible.
I do want to shout out my brother for doing notes this go around.
Yeah,
see, this is a proof of us trying to just get better and better with our content.
Yes,
for you right here.
So we have no idea why Azrael is back, but he is killing people to get to Batman. And what has happened is Azrael kills Gordon, and yeah, Commissioner Gordon kills him, and now Barbara is distraught, blaming Bat for not saving him or even coming to the funeral. He was like, "Sorry, I didn't think people would want me there."
Right.
But the reason Azrael is back is not for anything other than the history of the Waynes and this other religious guy. I forgot his name. For some reason, it was a hard name for me to pronounce, so I didn't put it.
It's not Cobblepot.
No, it was basically the first Azrael, like the guy who created the cult.
John Paul.
Yeah, John Paul was Azrael. John Paul's Azrael.
The current Azrael.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
anyway, go ahead.
yeah. Anyway, so let's just call him the Saint. So the first Wayne and the Saint came to Gotham because the first Wayne had land here. So he was a really rich man, and there was a vampire that was the Joker, and they had like a big thing that the first Wayne and the Saint defeated the vampire, which was true. But then Batman was doing this digging, and they found out that there's two people who died in the well, and it was the Saint. But there was some words in blood wiped off, and the only person who knows it is the Joker. And Jack Napier doesn't remember, or he's not trying to tell the truth. I think that's what it is. He doesn't remember because Jack Napier and Joker are separate in thought.
He doesn't remember being the Joker at all?
He remembers being the Joker, but sometimes, so think of Joker as like an alter ego.
Right.
Yeah, so when Joker takes over, Jack doesn't know, and when Jack takes over. But come to find out, the reason Azrael is actually there and what is going on is Batman is not actually a Wayne. He is a descendant from the Saint family. And how do we find out? Harley goes to Jack and was like, "Hey, we need you to remember what was on that wall as you were the Joker." And he was like, "Okay, let me try." So he thinks back, and what was on the wall was, "I am blank Wayne." And the guy who actually died was the Wayne descendant.
Really?
So yeah, the Saint killed Wayne and took over his name and fortune. And Joker was like, "Yeah, that's hilarious because, Bruce Wayne did all this thing thinking he was a noble, and it's actually Azrael who is the Wayne and should have all this money."
That's crazy.
So Azrael is, trying to take his land back. But, of course, Bruce is not having it. And Bruce actually kills Azrael.
He murders him.
But
what is happening in this storyline?
This is what pisses me off. Of course, he's still Batman.
Right.
He kills him and was like, "You're not really dying on me." So he stitched him up, and Azrael ends up living. But he
found a way out.
Yeah, such a Batman thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a really great story, just to see how Jack Napier was able to use Gotham with the law to take down a person who is supposed to uphold the law. And there was a thing that Batman said. He was like, "Am I the only one that is not going crazy? This is the fucking Joker, basically." Right. He's like, "Why are we?" He was like, "No, like he is actually making sense."
I want to ask you. So this obviously isn't canon. This isn't like real world. This is an alternate universe type
for
situation.
Sure. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, this book sounds phenomenal. Phenomenal, bro. It sounds crazy as can be. The fact that Azrael is a true Wayne is I don't know, it's wild. So I might have to check this out, man. It sounds really cool.
Yeah. And then the Curse of the White Knight, I believe. Batman, after defeating Azrael, Joker ends up dying because him and Harley has twins, and Joker wants to kill the twins. So going into that, they were struggling, blah blah blah, and Jack was like, "Harley, kill me. This is the only thing that can really."
Struggling financially?
No, did I say struggle?
You said they were struggling.
Oh, Joker and Jack were struggling, like whose personality.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you meant Harley and
No.
Joker were struggling. I'm like, dang,
No.
fell on tough times.
Sorry, but yes, they were struggling. Who's going to be in control? And they had the Joker gun or whatever. So Harley ends up shooting Jack in the head, and that all happens. And then Batman reveals himself as being Bruce, and he goes to jail. And he was like, "I want to give back to Gotham. The way I was doing it didn't work, so I want to give back." So he gives all his money.
What the hell?
Yeah, he gives all his money, everything. And he goes to prison. But there's more. So the Curse of the White Knight, Powers, is like a CEO of Wayne and Power Corporation, and he is not in jail, obviously. But Batman is in jail for 7 years, and Powers actually stopped what Batman wanted to do with the money, and he had the city actually give him more money. So now Powers has created the it's like the GCPD but with Batman. So everybody is in bat suits but they're GCPD.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's fucking
Also really awesome.
But guess who is actually in charge of the GCPD?
Commissioner Gordon.
No, because he's dead.
Oh, yeah, true.
The one and only, the biggest Dick Grayson is
What?
Yes. And in this universe, what we talked about a little bit is Dick Grayson's actually number dos Robin.
Number 2.
Yes, and Jason Todd is number uno Robin.
That's
and
so
his,
weird.
His storyline, it's really good because he didn't die by the. I'm getting into it, but anyway, Jason actually gets put in there with Batman because Batman needs somebody to watch him.
Right.
And they are talking, and they reconcile their little. You know how Batman does. Why are you still in here if you don't have unfinished business too?
Right.
When you get people sentimental when he never. Anyway, I need a father.
Shout out to Bruce.
But yes, so Powers takes Wayne's enterprise and all that fun stuff, and now the Batman Beyond suit gets stolen, and Batman's like, I know who did it, and it was Powers. This Batman Beyond suit, I don't know if you guys know about it, but it is the most deadly of the bat suit.
I haven't seen it. I wish you had the books. I want to see it.
You can just do this and break somebody's arm.
That's crazy.
And it has retractable claws. It can fly. It's the real deal, right? And now Batman, quote unquote, escapes to help take down this Batman Beyond. But then Jackie is...
Jackie. I don't know why when I hear that name. That's what I hear. Go ahead.
Where's that from?
No, I don't know. I just when I hear the name Jackie, I just think, hey, Jackie.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're talking about, Ricky from Boys in the Hood.
Ricky. I have a stand-up bit about that. Anyway, go ahead. We don't want to.
It's hilarious. But Jackie is, Jack and Harley's daughter. Jackie is, and then Bryce is the twin brother.
Right.
So there's Jackie and Bryce, which is Joker and Bruce. But that's kind of weird. Anyway,
Okay.
she is like a hacker type deal, and she's trying to like hack into whatever to figure out why her dad died, and she gets taken by Powers, and now Batman, come to find out, marries Harley.
What?
Yeah, they're fucking. Anyway,
This is a wild universe.
yeah, it's crazy. Marries Harley, and now she's like, "Oh, you need to help me get my daughter back," type shit. But anyway, come to find out, once Batman breaks out of prison, there's Joker waiting for him at the top of the stairs, or Jack, and he's like, "You're dead. How is this shit happening?" Well, they fought in the book previously, and Jack won, beat the shit out of Batman. Because he was actually learning how to fight with Harley. But anyway, beat the shit out of Batman. But he was like, am dead. I implanted this chip in your brain when I knocked you out. And he was like, I remember fighting other people, so it wasn't a fair fight. He beat Batman ass. But anyway, so this hologram is connected to Bruce, or connected to Wi-Fi. Think of like cyborg Powers,
Right.
but with Joker. And he was like, no. He was like reading Batman's vital signs and shit, just pissing Batman off. But to come to find out, Batman, it was stressing him out. He was like, I think I'm having a heart attack. He was like, no, Bruce, you're having a panic attack. With all this shit that's going on, we're surprised you don't have these often. Yeah. And that goes on, but it actually helped. Like their partnership really helped because it's Jack, it's not malicious. He's like, let me, hook
So
into something.
weird.
Yeah, so Dick Grayson actually pulls up on him like a couple minutes after he finds out the brain implant. And Joker's like, the weakness is in the back of the knee. And helps Batman defeat Dick Grayson because Dick was giving him that work.
Hey, yo.
And then, I put hella grown. It's supposed to be hologram. So I was laughing at that in my head. But yeah, so they find out that Powers is trying to create this radioactive mutant type deal, and they ended up defeating Powers with everybody working together. So they were able to hack into the Batman Beyond suit. It was just some random guy who couldn't get out of it because Powers has hacked it. But with Jackie and Joker working together, they were able to hack the Batman Beyond suit and defeat Powers. But then it jumps into Generation Joker, which is going to be Joker and Bryce's story with their father, because this upload is still around, but only for a short time.
Right.
So it's going to be them getting to know their father, and he ends up taking them to the place that was sentimental to him, and then there was this puppeteer, and they were talking blah blah blah, and Jack's like, I think we should leave. And to come to find out, it was the ventriloquist. Are you familiar with that character?
Yes.
It was his daughter. And she was like, well, you killed my father. Because in the book previous, we find out that Jack, not Joker, actually gives Azrael the location to all the supervillains. So Bane, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc, all them guys. And he kills them. So now, years later, this ventriloquist's daughter is now trying to kill Jackie and Bryce, and it cuts off there.
That's wild, man.
So, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this definitely sounds like a good read for sure.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so 3 phenomenal books. It was a really great storyline to see a what if. What if Joker actually becomes normal, or what if things go for the worst, because in almost every Batman story, he's never the villain. And seeing Gotham hate him, seeing his children turn on him,
Right.
that was a real tough thing to witness.
You said something about the Joker basically being a split personality thing for Jack Napier earlier, and it kind of made me think, what if the Joker, and this is just an idea, I don't think it's accurate, but what if the Joker is basically just a defense mechanism for Jack Napier?
So, no, not in this universe. It makes sense.
Not in this universe. I'm talking about as an idea, as a whole.
Yeah, that could happen. Because what we saw in the new Joker movie, or the new-ish Joker movie, how he was just a man that suffered from a mental disease and not feeling wanted or whatever. So to embrace that weirdness, he became Joker.
Right.
So yeah,
I think it's an interesting idea. Chat, comment down below. Let us know what you guys think.
yeah, because with this one, the vampire that was in the old Gotham was actually the first Joker, and when Jack found out the history, he imitated that guy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it was really good.
It sounds like a phenomenal read. Yeah. What is that? Batman White Knight?
Yeah, Batman Beyond White Knight, and then Batman Curse of the White Knight, and then now Batman Generation Joker.
It sounds insane. I might read it. I don't want to prom, but I might have to check that one out.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's old Bat, so it's your Batman or Dark Knight Returns ish style.
You are selling me so much. You continue to sell me on
Yeah,
this.
and when he leaves, he doesn't wear the mask anymore. And he spray painted the bat symbol off because he was like, the bat's dead. And
This is tough.
it's really good because him and Harley's heart to heart was beautiful. You know, it was
The
like
fact that he caked up with Harley is wild.
yeah, and it was like she was like, "You're having these panic attacks is because without Batman, you're afraid to be alone, but Bruce, you have me. We were meant to be like
This is wild.
crazy
This is weird. I'm checking it. I'll check it out. Yeah, it sounds wild. Kids, my second book for the day is shout out to Juwlz and his 3
Yeah,
books.
was that long? I'm
Nah,
sorry.
it was cool. It was interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird to do.
Yeah, it
bro.
felt long. My bad, guys.
I loved it. So guys, it sounds like tonight or today I'm actually ending a few different arcs because this Batman 135 was the end of an arc.
Okay.
Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City issue 6, kids. We're finally here. Just picked up this variant cover. I have both covers here. What you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but with each pickup for these books, there is a code in the back for the Gotham Knights video game, and it unlocks different skins, different weapons, you know what I mean, skins for your bike, things like that. So I have every single one, and for some reason, issue 6's code didn't work on mine, so I picked up another issue, and we're going to try that code out. But this finally ended the story of the runaway, of the Bat family, and Vandal Savage. So what goes on in this book? If you don't know, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown on what happened and then what happens in this issue. Really quick, so a virus has been let out, you know what I'm saying, all over Gotham City, and it's making people friggin' rage, basically, and fight each other, kill each other, and just go crazy, steal stuff. And the Bat family's trying to figure out why. Whole time there's another storyline going on in like the 1800s of this guy named the Runaway who was a slave, and his whole thing is he frees slaves. He frees slaves from, like, you know, the evildoers of Gotham and, you know, slave owners and assholes all together. Shout out to Runaway. But you know what I'm saying? So he's doing that. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Runaway eventually links in with Vandal Savage, who knows a lot about the virus. Vandal Savage is after this stone that the Court of Owls, who's the people that actually released the virus. We all know the Court of Owls. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They're the people that released the virus, and they have the stone that keeps Vandal Savage alive. If you guys don't know Vandal Savage, he's lived for 10,000 plus years because of this stone, and they have it, so he wants it back, so he's trying to kill them, and him and Runaway just happen to link on that. So one thing this book does really well is introduce each Bat family member pretty well individually, and then relinks them back with the group. I really enjoyed that, especially because that's kind of a factor within the Gotham Knights video game. So now, kids, finally at the end of this book, Vandal Savage and Runaway find themselves outside of the safe house, I guess, where they keep the chemicals and things like that to create the virus, as well as it is where the stone is. So they get in there and they kill everybody. And Runaway sees other slaves, and he's like, you know, the whole purpose I'm here is to save these people. So basically he frees the slaves, and Vandal Savage is like, you know, I'm out of here, or I got to keep doing my thing. And he's like, you're not going to help me get these slaves to safety? That's what's most important. And Vandal Savage is like, no, I never cared about your slaves or anything like that. Like, I just want my stone. He's like, well, then I have to kill you right now. And so he basically starts to try to murder him, starts getting beat up, and then his homegirl Vivian, who's his lover, Runaway's lover, ends up shooting a giant tank that, you know, floods all over Vandal Savage, and they make a break for it. So Vandal Savage is dead, right? Cue into Gotham, current day. The Bat family's headed to that same exact warehouse. Tim Drake's figured out that it's a virus that traces back way back to the Runaway times. They don't know anything about Runaway or anything like that, but he has read the diary of Vivian. You know what I'm saying? So they now have all of that information. This is Dick Grayson, Batgirl, and Tim Drake Robin, all headed, like I said, to this warehouse. They get there, and next thing you know, here comes Vandal Savage with his army of guys, still after that same stone. That's why the virus is back. Vandal Savage has queued up the virus so that way he can, you know, make his way to the stone without distractions or whatever. So they all start to bang it out. Next thing you know, out of nowhere comes the Bat and Red Hood teaming up, you know what I'm saying? So you got the whole Bat family, you know, just gang banging, and they start to get to losing the fight, and out of nowhere comes the Runaway, but not just one Runaway, many Runaways, many people dressed as the Runaway, and they're like, Vandal Savage is like, I thought you were dead. He's like, and then the Runaway responds with like, I am dead, but I'm not the Runaway you once knew. And she takes off the mask, and it's Vivian, dude's girl. So Runaway actually did die, and she took over and created like an army of people that like have no place to go and feel like they have nothing, and now they just kind of operate in the shadows, kind of like the Court of Owls. Anyway, they defeat Vandal Savage, and they kind of give the Bat family a warning. She tells Bruce, basically don't lose your family. They're all you have, and to be aware of those that operate underground, meaning the Court of Owls, because in this storyline he hasn't dealt with the Court of Owls yet. And then it says to be continued in the video game, and then it does lead into the video game, which is really freaking awesome. And this is why I'm super excited you're going to be playing the game, because I've obviously beat the game 3 times, as well as read the comics now. So I'm really curious to see as how you feel, which we'll talk about in a minute, kids. I got I think 2 more comics to go over. So yeah, man. So that was Gotham Knights Gilded City. That's the end of it. I now have all 6 issues. Super excited. Gonna put in this final code tonight, man, and hopefully unlock my, my new skins. I get some cowboy skins for the Bat family. So really excited for that, kids. Good issue. Check it out if you want. I will say it's not my favorite run of comics ever. But because I'm such a big fan of the game, I had to pick them up. I'm glad I now own all 6. The story, I give it about a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's worth reading if you're into the game like I am. If you're a big nerd for the game, read the books. So, second, or I guess third on the list today, kids. Is that all my books? Yeah, I got one more issue actually to go over with you guys. I thought I had more. Last but not least on the list, kids. Last week I read Daredevil issue 11 or issue 10. This is Daredevil issue 11. And bear in mind, I'm doing all this offhand, kids. I did not bring my notes. I hope I'm doing my best to.
I did horrible with my notes.
I thought you did phenomenal.
You think so?
One of your best reviews.
Oh, I appreciate
High
it.
five.
Damn it!
Look, you're beating up the mic now too.
Comic-Con sip time, man.
Comic-Con sip time, guys. Break time. Cheers. This is where you take a sip with us and we take a sip with you. Today we're drinking purified drinking water, great value brand. So, creme de la creme right here. Cheers. I honestly needed a drink, kids. Bless you, Jules. I hope you're all right.
Me too.
Doesn't know. Just me too.
Right?
Like I said, kids, last but not least, issue number 11 of Daredevil. And this also is the ending of the current arc of Daredevil, written by Chip Zdarsky, same guy that is writing Batman currently, so it's a banger. So what happens in this? If you guys remember last episode, Jules, if you remember last episode, I told you Daredevil has created a group. Daredevil and Elektra created a group called the
Fist.
Called the Fist.
Look at me, man.
To rival the
hand.
Look at you go.
But they're not the foot.
They are not the foot because that is in the
TM Ninja Turtles.
Gang. Anyway, that was wild aggressive from me. I don't know why I did that.
I fuck with it.
Thank you, bro. Bring that energy, son.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the group ends up, the Avengers end up pulling up and
fighting
and destroying everything. So this issue picks up with Daredevil in some man's bed. It really does. Sleeping. Actually, he's on his couch. This guy, I don't remember who he was, but he was one of the members of the Fist. I don't know who he is because, guys, I got to read back. I've only read issue 10 and 11 of Daredevil.
Oh, damn.
So I do have other issues now, and I'm going to read back eventually. But so he wakes up in this guy's let me start a little sooner. So the story actually picks up with this guy quitting the police department because he feels like he's not making a difference. And then he goes home. Daredevil's in there on the couch. I guess Daredevil has sought out refuge with this guy, and he's been letting him stay there. But he wakes him up. He, kicks the couch. He's like, "Get up, dude! You're like wasting away. I know you've been healed for the past week." And Daredevil's like, "No, I'm not healed." He's like, "Yes, you are. You're just in your freaking feelings. You need to go save your friends, basically. Like you're being a freaking weenie, and you're not helping anybody. You're just moping around. You're the devil." Like, you know what I'm saying? There's this really dope dialogue where it kind of gets into You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know if I can do it. He's like, the reason you don't know if you can do it is because you're not being your true self. The reason you were chosen to be the devil is to strike fear. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't been allowing yourself to do that. You've been operating with a group of people, a large group of people, by their ways of thinking, being the hand or whatever, or being the fist or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to break free. You're meant to be the devil. You're meant to be Solo and save Hell's Kitchen or whatever. It's really dope. Yeah, it got really good. So Daredevil, gets thrown out and he kind of gets motivated by that. So what he does is gets the suit, and he actually this is the fastest version of this, kids, just because we're already at 104 and we got 2 more things to talk about before we get out of here. So you know what I'm saying, fast tracking, he goes to the people that he goes to the big wigs of the fist or the hand or whatever it is. I don't and he kills them. You know what I'm saying?
So Daredevil kills?
Yeah, Marvel people kill all the time.
I've never seen Spider-Man kill anybody.
He tries not to. He kills unintentionally a lot of people.
Batman kills unintentionally.
Who?
So let's just say Batman was a real person, and he beats your ass, and he punctures a rib
I
on
don't
accident.
know anybody Batman's, but where? Give me proof that he's killed somebody in the comic.
Keep talking. I'm gonna think about it.
Wait, let me give you proof of everybody Spider-Man's killed unintentionally. Green Goblin. You remember the Tobey Maguire movie?
He did a backflip.
He killed him.
Okay, hold on. Batman killed Joker because he stepped on the poison. That's directly killing somebody. Direct
Valid.
killing somebody.
Spider-Man killed his girlfriend. Remember when he tried to jump off and save her, webbed her, snapped her back? That was so brutal. I was crying.
No,
right?
she hit her head.
Bro, it was brutal. I thought her bag snapped. It might have been both.
Yeah. But that was the worst. Oh, don't even speak of that because that breaks my heart.
Should we continue?
Please.
Spider-Man killed his Uncle Ben because he was selfish. That's so fucked up, I know. But look, hear me out, okay?
Then Batman killed Jason Todd for not saving him.
We didn't need him anyway.
Batman killed all the people in Gotham who got affected by the laughing gas.
Look, Uncle Ben is worse, okay? Because it's Uncle Ben. You remember how sweet Uncle Ben was in the Tobey Maguire movie?
This man only had 5 minutes of being old, and they killed him.
In the movie.
After that, Uncle Ben wasn't a thing. Who's the handsome one now? The youngest one. That's mad.
You talking about Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Tom Holland. He's not even relevant in that.
Yeah, there's no Uncle Ben.
Who'd he kill? Has Tom Holland killed anybody accidentally? I don't think so.
No, he was about to kill Goblin in the newest one. And then the old Spider-Man was like, no.
Goblin be trying to kill people or get people to kill him, bro. He Joker. He know how to get people to push
Joker would kill him, though.
Joker would kill Goblin?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Joker can for real fight for real.
Sometimes.
He was in 2 fighting video games. How many has Green Goblin been in?
Because he don't get casted no more.
Because he's trash.
To me, he's honestly my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time, next to Venom.
Really?
Yeah, next to Venom, he is Spider-Man's Joker. It's literally his best friend's father. Like the relationship he has with that man is like hella intense. I feel like, to me, I love their stories.
Yeah.
Doc Ock is fire too, with his big ass tentacle arms.
He is pretty cool.
God. He's a hentai guy. Anyway, kids, story ends with Daredevil, you know what I'm saying, taking them out. Ends the arc. Go check it out. It was way better than I reviewed it, I promise, but I didn't bring my notes. And like I said, I'm kind of rushing. So, guys, go read it. Daredevil, I will have issue 12 coming soon for you guys, and we'll pick up there, and I'll bring my freaking notes. Juwlz, I wanted to talk to you really quick about 2 things before we get out of here.
Yeah, what's up?
Topic 1, you're playing Gotham Knights. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so it was $24, $23. So I
Deal.
was like, for sure. I was like, yeah, I just got paid. If it was like next week, I wouldn't have gotten it. But anyway.
Right.
I'm giving this game a hard time. It's actually a really good game.
He's played it 20 minutes, kids. Don't even believe any of his review.
No.
Why'd I shut you down like that?
I don't know, man.
I love you, man. Continue.
But the game, I didn't know it was made by 2 different people.
Right.
I was seeing the game as the Arkham series, right? I wanted it to be Arkham
Right.
series, and it's not.
It's not.
It is, and it shouldn't be, because these characters minus a little bit of Barbara, are not Bruce Wayne. They're not going to be Bat.
He says that because Barbara Gordon's fighting style in the game is closest to the Arkham you're going to get, as close to Arkham as you're going to get.
Right.
Continue.
Yeah. My apologies. But yeah, I mean, just to see, and it's made for more people, if that makes sense. I feel like the experience is not what it should be without people. Because
so my thing with that is, so you're saying without other players?
Yeah, because I'm at this spot, the prison break.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm at that spot, and I'm like, this would be way more funner seeing my friend beat somebody up over there, somebody.
And so you have the right mindset, Jules. Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's what
it's fun for a solo playthrough, but it does not hold a candle to if me and you play together.
Because and that's what I was saying with the parry in the Arkham series. You needed the parry because they're all on you.
Fire with the triangle.
Now you can just do a perfect dodge, or now your friends are there. Like, I'm pretty sure it would be a lot more enjoyable.
So I will tell you, Jules, from personal experience, like I said, I've put mad time into the game. Whenever you get a friend to play with, since you have a console and I have a PC, it won't be me. Unfortunately, I wish that we could play together so bad. I've been waiting for this moment, but I'm just glad you're freaking playing it. Whenever you get a friend that you can actually play with, or you get somebody to join in on your game, the experience is 10 times better.
Yeah.
I promise you're going to have a blast. Hopefully you get them in your story mode, because that's fun as hell. Running through Gotham City with friends, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful experience. As your Nightwing, which I chose as well. I don't know if you're going to switch characters.
I was Jason Todd, but I was like, I didn't know you could switch characters.
So yeah, you can play all four.
Yeah.
I like to main. I started off as Jason Todd, and then eventually went to Nightwing, and that's my go-to now.
See, I don't know if I like Jason.
Jason's a brute.
He's a tank. So to me, Batman was the brute in Arkham.
I agree.
And I feel like it should be a little more like a Batman Beyond, or not Batman Beyond, the Dark Knight Returns. That is the fighting style I wish Jason. To me, he's just sluggish.
He is
and strong.
It's because you got to learn how to play him. When I first played him, I felt the same way. But you got to learn how to move his stuff and get his combo. There's a method to it.
Okay.
But I will tell you again that the failed mindset when playing this game that everybody has made, guys, because I'm telling you, it's a damn good game. Yes, it has its flaws, but it's a damn good game. Is again comparing it to Arkham. If you're looking to play Arkham, you're going to hate this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to play a new experience, a cool multiplayer experience when it comes to Gotham Knights, that's what you're going to get.
How do you like, what advice would you give for me to help me separate that? Because for me, I enjoyed
Go into it with a fresh new mindset. Just look at it as this is a new DC game.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do. Yes, I went into it at first comparing it to Arkham, and I failed myself. It's never going to be that. But once you go into it and throw all of that out the window, Arkham is a game that stands on its own, and it's amazing. It's my favorite Batman game of all time. Gotham Knights has nothing to do with that game outside of the fact that it's a DC, DC characters, and that's the Bat family.
Yeah.
But it's not the Batman's, spoiler alert, kids. Never mind. I'll wait. You'll see. But anyway, it's just go into it with the mindset of this is a brand new DC game, and I'm going to experience it for everything it has to offer on its own.
Yeah.
And you have to separate the ideas of, this is Arkham or anything like that, because it's none of those games. It's its own thing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you really enjoy it. Get you some friends to play with, man, because there's some Facebook groups and things like that you can join as well, where people are looking for games all the time and stuff, because I'm that type of nerd that I'm in several Gotham Knights Facebook groups and Instagram groups and Twitches or Twitters and all that kind of stuff. All the tweets. Kids, get you some Gotham Knights. Super excited. Speaking of, I do have VG Fight School coming June 3rd to the podcast, and he's the guy that's been covering Gotham Knights on YouTube for me personally. He's the guy I tune into. He's a game reviewer and just has a lot of knowledge. I actually have him coming June 3rd to sit down on the show, not in person, obviously, another Skype show. Would love to have you there. But he's the guy that gave me all my Gotham Knights knowledge, and I will send you his channel so you can check him out, and I think he may be able to persuade you or get you to think a little bit differently when it comes to Gotham Knights. Again, huge fan of the game. Get you a friend to play with, because that's what's gonna peak that game for you, man. Mm-hmm. You can run through it solo. It's fun, but nothing compares, again, to running through Gotham City with a friend. And then once you beat the story mode, Or if you get bored for a little bit, hit up some Heroic Assault. Now you're not just 1 to 2 players. That's 4 players. Meaning you could be Nightwing, somebody else could be Red Hood, somebody could be Batgirl, and could be Tim Drake. All 4 of you playing together. You know what I'm saying? Just beating the crap out of people, floor to floor, be in the Bat family. Be sure to turn on that voice chat, you know what I'm saying, so you guys can talk back and forth. It's an incredible game, super fun. Last but not least, Juwlz, a new movie just came out.
It did.
From what I hear, and not by popular opinion, kids, I think my boy today has the hot take, because from what I've heard about this movie, from what I've experienced with this movie, phenomenal. Juwlz, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. How do you feel? It's the last in the run of those movies. James Gunn is done, I think, going over to DC fully. What do you think? Talk to me, man.
James Gunn, you'll probably never see this. But if you do, phenomenal work with Guardians of the Galaxy. I really appreciate it.
I thought you didn't like it.
I appreciate what it was.
Okay.
This third one, I didn't. So
you're saying phenomenal work with all the Guardians, like
for
just
sure,
as a
yeah,
whole. Like,
yeah. Just thank you for the series. Thank you
Facts.
for the series.
I agree.
It was a phenomenal series. I guess I just didn't like how the Guardians really spoiler. They split up. There's no more Guardians.
In the end of the movie?
Yeah. In the sense of
alert,
the
kids.
people we know. And that kind of hurt because it's like this is what made that team funny. That's what made them sad. That's what made them enjoyable.
I hear what you're saying.
And now Rocket has taken over the
he is the
Guardians.
captain.
Yeah, he is the captain. And it was beautifully written on how the mantle was
Beautifully executed.
Yeah. And I think I was talking to Ethan, shout out to him, and he was saying James Gunn was saying Rocket was supposed to be the captain, period, like at the beginning.
Right.
But people fuck with Star-Lord, and of course people would like Chris Pratt. So they just ran with that character. So I'm not sure if James Gunn is leaving Guardians because I'm pretty sure Rocket is going to have.
I would love for Rocket to have his own.
They'll probably, you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably do like how they did She-Hulk and Miss Marvel.
TV show it.
Yeah, they'll probably TV show it.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I think it's better because I mean, those movies or those TV shows about 45 minutes. I mean, so you get movies. You get movies.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Gamora going back with the other people. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like,
She don't remember.
to me that would hurt.
It did. It did.
Like
hurt.
have you seen that TV show Manifest?
No.
So basically, this plane gets lost, and they come back years later, and this girl finds her husband, and he moved on. But to her, it was yesterday that they were about to get married, and I'm like, oh, that hurts. Like to him, he had time to grieve. To you, it's like you really just left me yesterday type shit.
Right.
So that to me, that's how it is.
It's
like,
meant to. It's meant to hit your heartstrings.
yeah.
So.
Oh, it did. And then I thought he was gonna die.
Star-Lord.
Guys.
Yes.
Guys.
We're giving you all the spoilers, obviously, without all the detail, though.
Yeah, so you can go look and watch it. But the ice, I was like, okay, he's just freezing, blah, blah, blah. But when he puffed up, I'm like, I will cuss everybody out in this motherfucking movie theater if he blows up right now.
So, Juwlz,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you like that? And I like how they made it make sense with like the Rocket backstory. That was beautifully written.
It was beautiful.
Because there wasn't really, I mean,
shout out to Floor.
Yeah, there was a main villain, but it was because of
Yeah.
So
do you know what I mean when I say shout out to Floor? The bunny, that's her name. Floor.
Oh, Floor, yeah. Sorry.
Do you know why that's her name?
Because she's on the floor.
Because she's on the floor.
That's gangster.
R.I.P.
Call me podcaster, man, because I'm on the pod.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's
That's fun. What was that? You just white boy me, bro. You just white man me. Oh my god. Shout out to Floor, man. Juwlz, I will say, bro, like I loved the movie. He's so shit. Never thought you'd be. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just move on, man. Move on.
All right, we're just gonna pretend that never happened. Comment Juwlz White Boy Castro down below. Let people know that
I'm half white, guys.
Juwlz messed up the handshake today. His other personality obviously.
No, okay.
took
Let
over.
me
His
not.
Jack Napier.
let me do this thing. So black people have a handshake, a well-renowned handshake. It's this and then one of these, right? That's what I thought you were doing. But when you went here and I went here, that's what hit
What do you
my
do when
mind.
you celebrate a moment? When you just hype, bro? You know what I'm saying? You dap it up.
Still one of these, but just a harder one.
It's just common that you
I
dap.
don't know people who dap anymore. Let's come on, man. We gotta
Anyway, let's go.
I need to smoke.
What I wanted to say, like I said, I thought, and my wife says this all the time, though. I watch movies differently than people. I am a glass half full kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 times out of 10, I just love whatever's happening.
I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Yeah, I was just happy to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Did it for my boys' bachelor party. Not third bachelor party. I know that sounded like I said third. I said I did it for my boy's bachelor party. He just got married. Congrats again. The movie was freaking awesome. It pulled so many heartstrings. I'm not going to spoil anything, kids, because we're about to get out of here. But phenomenal movie. Shout out to Rocket Raccoon. Drax was cool. Star-Lord.
Hilarious as ever.
Yeah, Drax is funny, man. That scene with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Where he's anyway, just phenomenal movie, guys. Overall, I know I'm giving you a mid review again, but like
It's
I said,
all right.
we're kind of rushing.
You guys love us.
It was a good movie, guys. Go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm so excited to see what James Gunn is going to do with the DC universe, guys. Hashtag trust in Gunn. Guys.
Hashtag fuck Henry Cavill. Hashtag.
Yo, there's a guy.
Not my Superman.
That's crazy you say that. There's a guy in a Facebook group that we post our podcast in that every time we post, he says hashtag Henry Cavill because we talked about how we're okay with there being another Superman. And so he's been mad hashtag
Hold
posting.
on. If they can disrespect my man Batman by giving him 15 different characters, we can have
You
another
mean actors?
Yes.
I just had to verify that. Did I just kick this?
I think so.
Guys,
If not, Impulse is haunted, where you can get 30% off all pre-orders and subscriptions.
Facts.
But
Check
you may
out-
get a little haunting here and there. But
check out Impulse Creations, kids. What's the address, Jules? Okay. Well,
we don't have the.
Wow.
If it's on 61st and Memorial
Wow.
in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I don't have the physical address.
right next to the Hooters and Bodega Boys, kids.
Yeah.
Guys,
Get weed and wings.
we have recently made a Twitter. Go follow us on Twitter at Comic Cons
Podcast.
Pod.
Pod.
Just pod, I think it is. If it's podcast, just try both. Comic Con's Pod, Comic Con's Podcast. We're
We can't
one of
spell,
those.
so.
Go follow us up, guys. Check us out on Instagram at Comic Con's Podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Comic Con's Podcast. Guys, check us out on Spotify at Comic Con's
Podcast.
Big facts. Guys, and check us out on YouTube at Comic Con's Podcast. We just hit our first 100 subscribers, and we want to thank each and every one of you guys. We appreciate it. Super awesome to be hitting that goal. Mad happy about that, man. Absolutely incredible. Jules, how do you feel?
Phenomenal. I was excited.
Keep going, man. Go ahead. I'm just hungry.
Phenomenal. I was excited when I hit 200 on my personal or 2 plus.
Yeet.
But this one right here, this one, because I feel like this one it's going to get us where we want to be, and seeing that we're at 100 really inspired me to take more notes or take this more serious, because 100 people want to hear what I'm talking about. 100 people think we are saying cool stuff about comics. I just want, to let y'all know that it is very appreciated.
Guys, I will say what means the most to me is I put it in our little promo video just advertising the fact that we hit 100 is the fact that you guys literally validate us talking comic books. You make it make sense for us to do this every week.
Yeah.
You guys give us a reason to continue to do what we both love, but I love so dearly, man, and that's read these freaking comics and talk about nerdy things. You give me a purpose. You give me a reason to tell my wife, hey, baby, maybe I do need to spend this money for these comic books, action figures, video games, movies, because I need to review it for you guys. So
Yeah.
it means the universe. Thank you. I know I'm acting like it's 1,000 because it feels like 1,000.
No,
We'll be at
dude,
1,000
yeah,
soon, kids.
It's wonderful. To me, I don't think I'm good at this. Like almost after
I think you're
every
phenomenal.
review, I'm like, damn, somebody's gonna be like, oh, he's a fraud for speaking about stuff you don't know. Like that's just me,
Jules.
And for people to like actually tune in and subscribe, to me, it's like.
Jules, I think you're friggin' phenomenal
well,
at
well,
this.
thanks.
That's exactly why, we host this together. We're brothers. We're partners. Castro and Juwlz, deadly duo, Batman and Joker. This is what we do, baby.
Why? Because we kill any moes.
Bow. Really quick, again, check us out on all streaming platforms, all social media. Check me out at King Castro X Gaming on Twitch. I play video games and things. We're currently playing the Resident Evil series, as well as other things, but mainly Resident Evil. Juwlz?
Yeah, man. Check me out on just regular Facebook at Julian Corey. Check out Socks On or Off podcast. There's great topics and great things to talk about over there. So if you're needing some advice, some relationships, some mental health advice
For the feels.
yeah, make sure you go over there, man. I'm a lot more comfortable over there because we all have problems, and I like dealing with problems that are not mine. So
Big facts, big facts. Check out the Socks On or Off podcast, as well as the Instagram for Socks On or Off podcast. What is that?
Socks On or Off podcast, or Soup, SOOOP. Socks On or Off podcast.
If you guys go to the Comic-Con's Instagram, I've tagged it several times, so you guys will be able to see it there.
There's nothing on there, but it's always appreciated.
Support it. Maybe if you support it, he'll post more on it.
Oh, don't say that.
Kids, check out the TikTok as well, Comic-Con's podcast. I forgot to plug that, as well as stay tuned for Talking Toys with the Boys. That's me and Classic Wolf podcast. That's kind of a Comic-Con's Classic Wolf baby right there.
That's exciting.
We get together and we kind of just talk about action figures and things. Right now we're just doing it as a live video thing on Instagram, but we're probably going to be podcasting soon, just covering all things toy history and stuff like that, man.
For
Just
sure.
a added layer to the cons, you know what I mean? Just kind of a baby sister to the Comic-Con's
Hell
podcast.
yeah.
So really excited to do that, man. Guys, until next time, June 18th, Tulsa Comic Book Swap. Until next time, kids, Comic-Caster kiddos, fellow cons, we will see you soon. Yes, sir. Check out Impulse Creations, 30% off all pre-orders. And
Subscriptions. May your pain be champagne, everyone.
we out.
We love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's weird. Should I edit that part?
Hell no.
All right, bye.